God Jinu just got demolished, and the true strongest player has finally emerged. The Tower of Trials stands before him, a monolith of unforgiving difficulty. His goal: reach the 100th floor. Baeksin's fingers dance across the keyboard, each keystroke a testament to his unyielding determination. God Jinu's response is characteristically enigmatic, a seemingly innocuous phrase that belies a deeper meaning. Baeksin's curiosity is piqued. Baeksin's confessional is a heartfelt plea to himself and to the world. The Tower of Trials looms large, its secrets waiting to be unlocked by the bravest of players. Baeksin's determination is a beacon of hope in the face of overwhelming adversity.
One heaven, 5 emperors, Zenith's pure madness. It's giving me goosebumps. One heaven, 5 emperors, Sugoi. I can drop this game 4 I see 10 off, floors ending.
The stakes were higher than ever, and Baeksin knew that one wrong move could be catastrophic. Every decision Baeksin made now felt like a gamble, with the entire fate of the game hanging precariously in the balance. The players were on the brink of something momentous, something that could change the course of the game forever. The journey to the top of the Tower of Trials had been long and arduous, with countless battles and trials pushing Baeksin to his limits. One heaven and 5 emperors had finally reached the 70th floor, and the atmosphere was charged with anticipation. Baeksin's mind was a whirlwind of thoughts and emotions as he tried to process the implications of God Jinu's clearance. He gritted his teeth, determination burning within him. The screen flickered, displaying a cryptic message that left Baeksin's head spinning. Time seemed to slow down as Baeksin's hand hovered over the screen, his mind racing with the consequences of his actions. A single word echoed in Baeksin's mind: tear. He steeled himself for what was to come. Someone outside screams for help as a car crash occurs. Baeksin rushes to the scene. He calls out for Q, but there's no response. The situation is dire. The cursed game is interfering with the real world, causing chaos everywhere. Jinwa's eyes snap open, revealing a look of panic. Time seems to be moving in slow motion as Jinwoo takes in the situation. The morning light illuminates the scene, casting a stark contrast to the chaos unfolding. The world's highest rankers are whispering about a new player in town, a mysterious figure known only as God Jinu. Their words raise more questions than answers. The 5 emperors, the most dominant group in the world, are waiting for him to appear. The outcome hangs in the balance.
Aha. Ahahaha.
The tutorial is starting. The world has been torn apart, replaced by the harsh reality of the game. 3 years have passed, and Korea's greatest players have adapted to this new world, where the line between life and game is blurred. A low-grade summoning scroll is a gamble. He could get lucky, or it could be the end of his journey. He starts to read the tutorial, and his eyes widen with a mix of fear and anticipation. His eyes are fixed on the scroll, his thoughts a tumultuous mix of hope and fear. The protagonist's grip on his emotions tightens as he prepares for the unknown. The stakes are clear. A low-grade summon could be the end of his journey. The stakes are clear. The protagonist's reputation and skill level are at risk, but with the return of the Wind Fairy, the possibilities are endless. Will he be able to unlock her true potential? Join the Hari squad with a sub before the system crashes. The isolated summons, a secret only a select few knew about. A place where top-ranking players were taken, their skills pushed to the limit. The protagonist, a skilled summoner, found himself suddenly dragged to this mysterious location.
Oh. Well. What did he see again? Imian.
The protagonist was struggling to remember. His head was pounding with a sudden, intense pain. E.
Ouch. Oh my. My head suddenly hurts so much. Oh me. What do you mean, we? Are there other isolated summons besides Eno? Yeah, but we're in the same room, so I didn't know who they are, but there were definitely more.
The truth was slowly revealing itself. E.
It was probably around 10 individuals N3L individuals. If there were 10. From now on, stop calling me God Jinwoo, and just call me Jinwoo. The tone was firm but hinting at a glimmer of warmth.
The Five Emperors God Jinwoo moniker had spread across the world, and the protagonist grappled with the implications of their past reputation. The protagonist felt a mix of emotions, disappointment and trepidation as they contemplated the reality that differed greatly from the game. Despite their inner doubts, they attempted to stay calm, reminding themselves it was just a tutorial dungeon. You're not just a solo player, you're a pawn in a battle where the odds are already stacked against you. Your teammates are already dead, and you have no backup plan. You take a deep breath, and your eyes scan the dark entrance of the beginner dungeon. You've already tried thousands, tens of thousands of times, and it's still impossible. That's why you've come up with a new strategy. This strategy is all sorted out in your head, and you're confident it will work. You've already tried the other options, and they've failed. The feral beast charges at you, its teeth bared. You know this won't be easy. Your heart pounding, you focus on the situation at hand. You need to defeat the wolf and escape the cave. The wolf closes in, its hot breath on your face. Hairy gorilla charges forward, a behemoth of fur and fury.
Harry, go. Attack.
The battle rages on, the outcome far from certain. Time is of the essence. Every second counts in this frenzied fight. The hairy gorilla's roar echoes through the cave. The player's defenses are breached. They're on the verge of collapse. The hairy gorilla unleashes a devastating blow, crushing the player's hopes.
Ramba.
The player stumbles, reeling from the force of the attack. Time's running out. The beginner dungeon's final boss looms. Baek Jinwoo faces an uncertain fate. His life force dwindles, but he refuses to back down.
Yua.
Kia Hing. We won.
The relief is short-lived. The game system alerts him to an impending threat. The air is electric with tension as Baek Jinwoo prepares to face the Runex 2. His determination is unwavering, but the outcome is far from certain. The Runex 2 begins, and Baek Jinwoo charges forward with reckless abandon.
I was really lucky thanks to the Skrank Shadow Elf. I was able to steadily make an incomethro rune farming.
Incoming call Jinwoopa Mobile 010 XXXX XXXXHNH it's Appa.
Hello, Appa? Have you been discharged?
Baek Jinwoo, a rune farming player, struck up a conversation with an Anya, a female character with a strong personality.
Yeah, I have.
And Anya's eyes lit up with recognition.
3H, player zone, of course.
Jinwoo nodded, his mind racing with questions. And Anya's expression turned serious.
ENF.
Jinwoo's face fell, but he quickly regained his composure.
Oh. Really? E has a % chance.
Jinwoo's voice turned lighthearted, but an Anya cut him off.
Really? Guess I was lucky then. Sorry, little sister.
The strongest summon in the game just got reduced to a mere rank nobody's even heard of. Appa's eyes widened, his grin faltering for a moment. But he's not letting that stop him. He's got that confident smirk back.
Ah.
What's with that lukewarm reaction? You might not know this, Appa, but anything that's rank and above is considered noble tier.
S.
Give me a break, noble tier, my foot. What does it look like I am? I'm just trying to say hello, and ask my little sister's proud summon to take good care of her.
Say hello, my foot.
Appa's friend is being cautious.
I said H will show you later. It's better not to draw attention right now. Ishold, be careful when talking to Ramba for a while.
The damage is extensive.
Gnome asked, who'd want top lane next to that gloomy tower? Toln exactly be the land of dreams and hope anymore.
This is some rough terrain. Appa's friend seems to be taking it all in stride.
Wouldn't that make it even more thrilling? The landok adven luven thil.
Appa's friend is giving him some tough love. He's a beginner after all.
So, why don't you check out the academy run by the player headquarters over there?
Appa's not having it. He's determined to keep pushing forward. Appa, it's all right, little sis. Got it.
His friends are worried about him, but Appa's trying to reassure them. Shadow Elf, he keeps acting like he's something. He just woke up not too long ago. Is he really okay?
His friends are trying to lighten the mood, but it's clear they're concerned. Shadow Elf. His friend is getting more serious, telling him to keep his voice down. Shadow Elf, because we can't let people notice you. From now on, only talk inside the dungeon. Understand? Nod your head if you understand.
The tension is building, and Appa's getting frustrated. Appa's lost his train of thought, and his frustration is growing by the second.
Some people might ask, why not just ask your parents? However, that's absolute nonsense. They're still working 3 jobs just to keep this family afloat.
The weight of responsibility is crushing Appa.
The reason Guji knew was incomparable to anyone else was because I was a F2 ranker. True to a trash game, the pay-to-win elements were severe. Didn't back then, Juyu adds, yet I grew without spending a single.
Appa stands up, adjusts his sleeves, and begins to speak. And make sure our whole family lives comfortably, he says, a determined look on his face. The wind carries the faint scent of his words, as if he's sending a message to the wind itself. He takes a deep breath and addresses the summon. You pull summons, equip runes according to the situation, fight, and level them up. Appa cracks a confident smile. He can handle that level of grinding any day. And he thinks a 2-second walk can neutralize an EX grade summon. We're about to test that theory. The narrator should look for a dungeon first, but that's proving to be a monumental task.
I should look for a dungeon first. Today, we'll learn gasp about dungeon access. But first, did you know you can't enter a dungeon just because you have a summon?
He can't just go in? The thought is both frustrating and puzzling. The odds are against him, but he's determined to find a way. The regulations have changed, and with it, the chances of entering the dungeon have dropped.
We can determine a dungeon's difficulty by the energy item it contains. But the regulations have changed, so no matter how easy a dungeon is.
A friendly voice cuts through the darkness, asking if he's okay.
What time are you coming home? Wow, asking what OOL1 and VM Noah for dinner.
The conversation takes a turn, and our protagonist is now being asked about dinner plans. The exasperation is palpable as our protagonist realizes he forgot something crucial. What could it be?
That regulation is pretty new. So many people were dying in the dungeons that the government had to step in.
The narrator, clearly exhausted, slams down the phone and starts wrapping up his setup for the night. He attempts to shut down his equipment, but his mind keeps wandering back to the problems he's been facing.
Oh, Jinwoo, are you leaving now? Have some rice balls before you go. It's fine, Mom.
Jinwoo rushes out the door, leaving behind a concerned mother who's worried about his safety.
Mom, Dad, I'm sorry for only showing you my shortcomings all this time.
As the family prepares to head out, the atmosphere remains tense, with a sense of unease hanging in the air.
A raw data dump from the nation's death certificate database reveals that the death rate in these dungeons is alarmingly high. The cause of this?
Honestly, it sounds a bit pathetic. Weren't they even scared?
The voices of the dead echoed through the game, a haunting reminder of the dangers that lurked within.
Next person, please. Yes.
A new challenger stepped forward, hope etched on their face. The grim truth was laid bare. Not a single applicant would be granted the coveted qualification. The crowd gasped in shock, their faces a mix of disappointment and despair. The head examiner, Park Chong-suk, remained impassive, his expression unreadable. The narrator's frustration grew as he realized he was at the syndicate's headquarters, a place he never intended to visit.
It's the syndicate and headquarters.
He had no idea what he was doing here. The tension in the air was thick enough to cut with a knife. The tension in the air was thick enough to cut with a knife. The tension in the air was thick enough to cut with a knife. The king's promise is broken, and the emperor's wrath is about to unleash a storm upon this world. Chaos erupts like a wildfire, leaving destruction in its wake. Protagonist. What's going on all of a sudden? We're not gonna die, are we? The Yaksha, a man of legend, sneers at the protagonist, fueling their anger. Let's see how they fight. The battle is about to begin, and only time will tell who will emerge victorious. The battle is starting, and it's clear that the people on the ground are in grave danger. The fire turtle starts to cause more damage, sending debris flying everywhere. The unnamed protagonist rushes forward to try and help. The protagonist decides to use the fire turtle, hoping to turn the tide of battle.
In that case,
the air was thick with tension as the protagonist and Chong-suk exchanged uncertain glances.
Sir?
Chong-suk's expression shifted from battle-hardened to polite. Thank you very much for earlier. I'm Park Chong-suk, an examiner from the player HQ.
I'd like to offer you a reward.
Pardon? You're recognized as someone buff among tens of thousands of types at a glance, and you're not even officially registered yet.
The weight of responsibility settled heavy on his shoulders. He couldn't afford to make any mistakes.
Yeah, it's me. I just sent you some data. Yeah, Baek Jinwoo. Look into him for me.
The gang's summons are wreaking havoc on the city, and Park Chong-suk, also known as the Yaksha, finds himself in a desperate situation.
We're in danger, Chang-suk. We have to move now.
Baek Jinwoo, the boy who spent 3 years in a coma, is now a registered player. What's happening? Baek Jinwoo's name has appeared in the player registration database. 3 years in a coma, recovering from a devastating car accident. Now he's ready to take on the world. Waking up from a 3-year coma is one thing, but applying for player registration right away sends a powerful signal. Baek Jinwoo is an extraordinary individual. As the examiner's eyes widen in surprise, the room falls silent. This could be the start of an extraordinary adventure for Baek Jin-woo. What will be the true test of his abilities? Middle of the road, middle of the crowd, but Baek Jin-woo stands tall. The training begins, and with it, the true test of their abilities. Stay subbed to Manwa with Hari, or you'll miss the climax. The air is electric with anticipation. What will be the true test of his abilities?
I am Park Chung-suk, the headquarters examiner. The training.
Baek Jin was quick wit and lightning-fast reflexes earn him top marks.
This is a pattern that often appears on the written exam.
No way.
The interrogation had begun, and Mr. Baek Jin-woo was being asked a question he wasn't expecting.
But before that, there's something I want to ask you.
The examiner, eager to establish a rapport, leaned forward to hear Mr. Jinwoo's response.
What is it?
Mr. The examiner's eyes widened in surprise as Mr. Jin-woo revealed a shocking detail about his gaming history.
I've the Satan years, I'd be easily identified.
The air was electric with anticipation as Mr. Jinwoo's response was met with skepticism.
About a year.
The examiner's eyes locked onto Mr. Jin-woo, his mind racing with questions and doubts.
See.
The air was thick with anticipation as the examiner waited for Mr. Jinwoo's next move. Mr. Jinwoo's smile seemed to say it all, but the examiner was not convinced. The examiner's words hung in the air, anticipation building with each passing moment.
And the second option is as 1 million won in cash reward. Wow, what kind of blatantly obvious choice is this?
I'll be fine.
And I don't really have any intention of joining headquarters. I'm busy enough trying to find summons. I can't afford to waste time.
The examiner's expression turned puzzled. His eyes locked on Baek Jin-woo's face. The stakes were getting higher by the minute. The examiner's eyes widened in a mix of shock and curiosity as he understood the depths of Baek Jin-woo's abilities. His ruins and summons far surpassed anything they had seen before.
Why didn't I think of this sooner? He exclaimed.
This was it, the moment of truth. The journey was far from over, and the path ahead was shrouded in uncertainty. The air was thick with her EX grade summon just shattered the ranking system with a single game-changing boost. The crowd's excitement is electric, and we're about to witness history in the making. Ramba, a skilled summoner, stands tall as she prepares for her incredible EX grade summon. The anticipation is palpable. Ramba's speed boost is enough to take down even the toughest foes. The outcome is far from certain.
She can boost the attack speed of even in rank summon to be that fast. No dungeon cleared. Clear time, that's pretty slow. When I was Gajinu, it took less than a minute. The beginner Tuesday dungeon. Cleared in 5 minutes and 32 seconds. In only 5 minutes? That's a huge reduction. Did Kong Jianho discover a new combination? This is really amazing. Baek Jin-woo. Ha!
The crowd's excitement is palpable as they speculate about the new player's abilities and background.
There is no doubt. He's the real deal. Baek Jin-woo is a national treasure. Let's register Baek Jin-woo as a player immediately. What? Without even having a player match?
Others believe that those with exceptional talent should be given special privileges.
I believe that those with talent should be given special privileges.
The new player, Rambai, takes a moment to acknowledge the crowd, but his tone is more sheepish than thrilled. He doesn't seem entirely convinced by the commotion he's caused. Rambai's face tenses, and he glances around the crowd, as if seeking an escape from the pressure. The tension in the air is palpable.
Oh. You.
Go DJ Inu leans in, his voice low and intense. Rambai's eyes dart around, searching for a way out.
XXXXX.
Rambai's eyes flash with anger, and he takes a step forward, his voice rising. The tension in the air is almost unbearable.
You do know it's incredibly rude, right?
Rambai's face twists in a mixture of frustration and embarrassment.
I'll get straight to the point. Please help us.
Rambai's eyes widen, and he takes a step back, his mind racing with the sudden turn of events.
Our headquarters needs your knowledge, Mr. Baek Jinwoo.
Rambai decided to take the plunge, agreeing to be Go DJ Inu's personal assistant for just 1 month. The stakes were high, with a potential new record for South Korea on the line.
If I like how it goes, we can continue working together.
A sense of anticipation washed over the crowd as Rambai and Go DJ Inu began their partnership. 1 month was a small window, but the potential rewards were immense. The dungeon loomed large, its secrets waiting to be unlocked. The narrator's response hints at the headquarters' involvement. Character voice. Pardon? If it's your safety, Jinwoo, the headquarters will... No. The narrator's compromise on the matter only raises more questions. Jinwoo's sudden departure leaves the narrator wondering what to do next. Character voice. Well then, I'll be taking my leave. Ah yes. Jinwoo's calculations were cut short as he stared at the stack of high-grade summons in front of him. 3,001 each, that's a lot of money. He froze, his heart pounding in his chest. What do I do now? The silence was oppressive, a heavy weight that seemed to suffocate him. A sudden chill ran down Jinwoo's spine as he realized the headquarters was closing in on his secret. The whispers of a new policy spread like wildfire, threatening to upend the delicate balance of the summoning market.
ADR that? The headquarters buys them up. It's a policy from the early days, so low-grade summoning scrolls the headquarters doesn't even need to keep piling up. 15 ho really? Thanks for telling me, I'll hang up now.
Baek Jinwoo was not a man to be underestimated. I'm an examiner of the headquarters elected by the people, he revealed. The weight of those words hung in the air like a challenge. By shaving just 1 second off an existing record, the players took turns, breaking the record by a fraction of a second. The rewards they received were a fraction more valuable each time. The price for the information was about to be settled, and Jinwoo was pushing for a deal that could change the course of his life. He took a moment to compose himself, knowing that the stakes were higher than ever before.
Pardon? If it's 5-0.
The air was thick with anticipation, the outcome of the negotiation hanging on a single word. He let out a single syllable, a decisive statement that sealed the deal. The Tuesday dungeon has its sights set on us, and our time is running out. The examiners called us all in, their words dripping with a sense of urgency. I wanted to test you, the examiner says. The room falls silent, the weight of the challenge settling in. The examiner's face is serious, his eyes locked on the students. Baek Jinwoo takes a deep breath, his mind racing with the strategy. The examiner's words are laced with a hint of irony, the creature's mediocrity a surprise to none. The spotted Komodo's abilities are nothing to write home about, but it might just be the key to clearing the dungeon. The crowd is on the edge of their seats, eager to see if these gamers can pull off the impossible. The stakes are high, and the tension is building. It's been a few days since the sudden breakthrough, and the news is spreading like wildfire. Reporter eNews 20x.xx0. The final pieces are falling into place, and Baek Jin-woo is ready to take on the world. The clock is ticking, and the world is watching. The tension is building, and the crowd is on the edge of their seats. The moment of truth has arrived, and the air is electric with anticipation. Baek Jin-woo is about to embark on a challenge that will push his limits to the very end.
That was just pure luck. Ank.
The crowd is starting to murmur in amazement as Baek Jin-woo continues to summon. The odds are growing more and more impossible by the minute. 8 billion people, and each one has the potential to summon a world-class hero.
Should I just start opening mid-grade scrolls?
The thought was tantalizing, but Baek Jin-woo knew it was too inefficient and expensive.
No, that's too inefficient. They're expensive and there aren't many on the market.
Jinwoo's deepest secret has just been blown wide open, and his world is about to implode. He's on the edge of financial disaster, and the only way to get back on track is to master the art of summon synthesis. As they step inside, Jinwoo's eyes scan the area, taking in the transformations that have taken place. This was once a bustling hotel, now transformed into a hub for summon synthesis. Ramba's eyes light up with excitement. "I'm counting on you today, Jin-woo. We can do it." The stage is set, the players are ready. It's time to see if Jin-woo and Ramba can overcome the odds and emerge victorious.
The fire lizard is sacrificed and disappears. A fire lizard is sacrificed and disappears. A fire lizard, rank is sacrificed and disappears.
The level of Wind Fairy has increased too. The intelligence of Wind Fairy has increased by.
Kia. Doesn't it feel like work is going especially well today, Byung-jin? Yes, sir. Why is he so excited?
It seemed like Byung-jin was thrilled about something, but Jin-woo had no idea what. Byung-jin, what is Baek Jin-woo doing right now?
Ah.
The shop owner's eyes darted to the side, worried about getting caught.
What? For half price? Tabi. Don't worry, Byung-jin.
Baek Jin-woo could become Korea's hero in the future.
The room grew quiet, the tension palpable. Jinwoo's hands were shaking, his eyes fixed on the shop owner.
Jin-woo, how long do we have to keep doing this? I can't feel my hands. Until I die, or you die. Yes, yes. LMM. As mentioned last time, is there any chance of negotiating the price?
We actually had a meeting about that amongst ourselves,
And considering your recent contributions, Mr. Baek Jin-woo.
And we hope you understand that this is to build a good relationship between you and us, Mr. Baek Jin-woo.
Mr. Baek Jin-woo's eyes lock onto the shop owner, a mix of excitement and wariness written across his face.
I understand perfectly.
I think I'm going to get neuralgia just from hearing the sound of tearing now. Kia. You've trained a white snake, rank. I have no choice. You've obtained an ancient rhinoceros beetle, rank. Now that I've come this far.
Please just come out, instructor or mage.
In a frenzy of excitement, Jinwoo's eyes widened with anticipation. Finally, the moment everyone had been waiting for was here. Jinwoo's eyes widened in anticipation as he beheld the result of his unrelenting drive.
Finally.
And then, It happened. Jinwoo obtained the Summon Dragon Mage X rank. Jinwoo, a summon deemed weak, has already surpassed his strongest rival in growth and potential. The training instructor's isolated rank is a testament to his unwavering dedication. Originally, he was an unpopular summon, labeled as in rank with weak combat abilities. But his true value lies in his... A resounding declaration echoes through the air. "My lord!" This is no ordinary summons. The title Lord Jinwoo sends a shiver down his spine. He's not sure how to react to this extraordinary summons. A faint light flickers outside the training grounds. The sky is painted with hues of crimson and gold. X marks the beginning of a new era. The instructor's status as an X-rank summon has become a legend in its own right. The instructor's enthusiasm was infectious as he bounded towards Hongyo, a hint of a smile on his face.
Since I was already an active summon when you were recruited, that makes me your senior.
Then start swinging that frying pan. Since it's your first day, we'll only do 5,000 reps. 5,000? Jinwoo.
The weight of responsibility hangs in the air. Jinwoo's growth and strength as a summoner are on the line. The fate of the hidden potential of other summons also depends on his success.
Beck Jinwoo.
Jinwoo's eyes narrow, his expression a mixture of confusion and wariness. H&H. Every dungeon except those 3 is considered a normal dungeon. That's the place I'll be entering this time. The screens flicker with job postings. Party play title number 557162. LFP. Looking for healer. LFP 556236. Looking for workers for carry party.
Oh. So this is...
The orc boss just unleashed a wave of fire, and his star healer is on the scene. It's not going to be a quiet night. A group of survivors caught sight of a healer, but the chaos was too much to bear. Real war is harsh. The pattern for an orc subjugation dungeon is straightforward. Take down the giant orc in the back, and the fight would be over. The survivor strategy hinged on one crucial moment: taking down the orc boss. If they succeeded, they'd emerge victorious.
Wind Fury, yo Naya Naya, Naya Naya.
Ramba's voice rang out, taunting the orc boss as the team launched a fierce attack. The tables were turned. With a fierce battle cry, Pokryong unleashed an explosive dragon wave, the team's last-ditch effort to turn the tide. The reward for their victory had arrived, and Jinwoo's eyes widened with excitement as he received an intermediate-grade summoning scroll worth 1. He had made a fortune in just minutes. The group's leader, Jinwoo, began to make plans for their next move, already thinking about their next challenge. The pressure of being a national representative had always driven Jinwoo to be his best, but he knew that there was more to being a top-ranked player than just skill.
He may be an arrogant prick, but he's got skills.
The loser had to publicly admit that the other examiner was better and resign. The penalty for breaking the deal was a staggering $1,000,000,000.
What's going on?
Jinwoo's name was being whispered in awe, and the students' eyes sparkled with curiosity.
It was Beck Jinwoo.
But Beck Jinwoo just smiled confidently, his eyes fixed on the entrance. The game was about to begin. His entire life savings could be erased in an instant. For consecutive days of rank dungeon crawling, and he's come up empty. No gold, no treasures, no worthwhile loot. Just a vast, empty wallet. He gazes down at the money he earned from selling intermediate summoning scrolls. The numbers on his statement are modest, but he knows every little bit counts. All his money will go towards upgrading his summons and equipment. With everyone else level, he's starting to feel like he's falling behind. Level, level, level. Rank or rank summons are out of the question. At this rate, his account will be depleted in no time. He leans back, his expression resigned. He's not giving up yet. But the thought of going broke in an instant hangs over him like a specter. Jinwoo's request is about to shake the narrator's world. The stakes are high, and the outcome is far from certain. The examiner's voice is unmistakable, a harbinger of what's to come. A crucial question hangs in the air. Did he say what he's going to give us if we buy them? Jinwoo's response is like a cold shower, jolting the narrator back to reality. He said he'd share the secrets for time attacks in the daily dungeon. Frustration boils over as the narrator unleashes a tirade against the old examiners. Those backroom boomers. Stupid old fools. The narrator's words hang in the air, a reflection of their deep-seated anger. The narrator's voice echoes through the room, a mix of disappointment and frustration. The narrator's face falls as a harsh reality sets in. It's pretty disappointing. The narrator's expression remains stoic, a hint of resignation in their voice. H&H. The narrator takes a deep breath, their voice barely above a whisper. Amir. The room falls silent once more, the narrator's voice lost in thought as they ponder the implications. The narrator's expression remains stoic, a hint of determination in their voice. But she was more interested in players than in management rights. The stakes were high, but the narrator's confidence never wavered. Are you sure about this? Such a large amount now. A hint of frustration crept into the narrator's voice. Oh, are you worrying about my bank balance right now? The tension escalated as the narrator responded. The air was charged with tension, the narrator's voice a steady beat. The narrator's voice trailed off, lost in thought as they contemplated their next move. The scene ended on a cliffhanger, the tension unresolved. The third-generation Chable heiress, Yuji, brings out the big guns to impress Jinwoo. But it's not just her family's reputation at stake. Their empire is about to implode. Yuji leads Jinwoo to a luxurious high-end restaurant that puts star hotels to shame. Yuji's trying to keep her cool, but the tension is palpable. What secret is Jinwoo hiding? Yuji's starting to lose her composure. She's not used to being in a situation where her family's reputation isn't getting her what she wants. The stakes are high, and the tension is escalating by the minute.
Million for a talent like Jinwoo. It's only natural. Then, I'll explain the details along with the contract. If it's all right with you, I'll pick you up at that vacant lot tomorrow.
Already? I haven't even signed the contract.
Well, yes. Wow, she's so pretty.
Huh? Wait a second, I think I've seen her on Instagram.
This could be trouble.
12K.
That girl is going to be a problem.
That girl.
Join the Hari squad with a sub before the system crashes. The air is electric as Yujiya bursts into view, her athletic build evident even from a distance. Her footsteps are light, yet her determination is palpable. She's been pushing herself to the limit all morning, every morning.
Everyone be quiet. Someone's coming. No talking.
The sudden silence is deafening, a stark contrast to the pulsating energy that had filled the air moments before.
You're here. Yes, hello. It looks like you've been working out since this morning. Yes, just lightly.
Player Yujiya is proposing a trade. Please review the opponent's proposal carefully. Just like a game, a battle of summoners supports trading between players. Summons quick sale. Bulk discounts available. Let's trade my rank Sky Silkworm for another rank. Selling 2-1 items. Price, 1.
Yuji's tone shifts, a hint of apprehension creeping into her voice.
I'm grateful, really, but percent for me? Are you sure about giving me that much?
Baek Jinwoo leans back in his chair, a sly grin spreading across his face.
Now is the time to put aside greed and solidify our relationship. So Baek Jinwoo. Contract complete. Then, let's look forward to working with you, CEO Yu. Likewise.
A faint smile plays on Yuji's lips, but her eyes betray her uncertainty. Jinwoo stands before the headquarters, his eyes locked on the massive building. What drives a man to the brink of madness in pursuit of perfection?
What are you doing here? 000000GGG.
The question hangs in the air like a challenge, a test of Jinwoo's resolve. A secret manipulator lurks in the shadows, controlling the strings of fate with a masterful hand. Trust is the foundation of their deceit, a carefully crafted web of lies that ensnares the unsuspecting.
There's a clause about family in the contract, so I knew they'd meet eventually. I was planning to greet your family anyway, so this works out well. Hyun Jia wants to. Me. X. G. Wins overall, it up. You were originally a pretty famous gamer, and you're the one who recently broke the record for the lowest ranked dungeon?
And because of that, you met Jia while going back and forth to headquarters? That's right.
On that was a different game. I played Battle of Summoners for only about a year. Oh. What?
Jia's face is a mask of confusion, but her eyes betray a hint of desperation. She's playing a delicate balancing act, trying to protect those she cares about while navigating a world that's about to change her life forever.
A sense of unease settles over Jia's face as she exchanges words with the enigmatic figure. Her expression is stoic, but the tension in her body language reveals her discomfort.
Brother? Yeah?
Jia's eyes widen in surprise as she takes in the enigmatic figure's words. Jia's brother's words are laced with a sinister undertone, sending shivers down her spine.
A dungeon all-rank clear video. Hisarsini. We're going to sell dungeon clear videos at a high price, Jian. Rune farming at setup 50,000. This cutting-edge equipment is exactly what we need for that. Just relax, I'm really fine with it, just play comfortably, like back in your gamer days. Okay.
Jia's doubts linger as she prepares to enter the dungeon.
So, the national record for the Monday dungeon was around 7 minutes. At this rate, because without them, you basically can't do anything. There's a reason it's called trash.
Jia's sarcasm is evident in her tone. Jia's doubts grow as she prepares to enter the dungeon.
This is a defense dungeon.
Jia's eyes scan the crowd, searching for a familiar face amidst the sea of people. Her voice cracks, revealing a hint of desperation.
Likido summon? Teama. A player can create a total of 3 teams. La on Hei, ILO. Trang Instructor rank summoned Minikong rank, Pressed Fradiance Golden Fairy rank is summoned. The Evil Lich's Undead Legion is swarming in. Time remaining --::.
Jia's grip on her summoning stone tightens, a plan forming in her mind.
At WW now. Let's go. Everyone.
The city's in flames. Mini Kong's little heroes are holding their own against the monstrous horde, but reinforcements are still 2 agonizing minutes away. Mini Kong and Hongyo are taking down the goblins with ease, their teamwork a beautiful thing to behold. Then, the Lich is about to... Combat Sheriff seems hesitant about the upcoming battle, but Radiance remains optimistic. Combat Sheriff PLNK. Mini Kong sizes up his opponent, but it's clear he's not impressed. Radiance, as expected anyway. No matter how you look at it, Radiance, as expected anyway. No matter how you look at it, the tension in the air was thick enough to cut with a knife. Mini Kong, a rank 1 player, stood confidently in front of the lower-tier Monday dungeon. Hongyo, his trusted Hongyo, was by his side. For all intents and purposes, this was a cakewalk for Mini Kong. Mini Kong yelled, "Dungeon clear," with a time of colon. The crowd erupted in cheers. The screen flashed, displaying a hashtag mark. Mini Kong's name appeared on the leaderboard, with a new record for the Republic of Korea. Mini Kong's voice rose. Mini Kong's words hung in the air, a mix of confidence and amusement. "I started this business with now many anyway." Mini Kong's voice was laced with a hint of excitement. "The record has more." Larishal's eyes widened. He shaved minutes off the previous record. Hashtag he beat who the hell did it. Mini Kong's voice trailed off in awe. He confidently strides into the lower-tier Monday dungeon, Mini Kong by his side. Combat Sheriff's voice was incredulous. He broke the record right away on his first try? Mini Kong's voice hung in the air, a mix of amazement and shock. The daily grind is set to auto-loop, war stacking, and your sanity hangs precariously in the balance. Every day, the same grueling routine. Itzin takes a deep breath. "Starting now, I'll initiate auto battle with the current team." Nock offers support. "Do you need anything?" "Of course, I'll take care of it." Nock's words are reassuring. "We'll make sure it doesn't leak. Don't worry about the news." Itzin smiles slightly. "I don't mind if the new record spreads." Excuse instead. The question is, can Itzin keep his family safe? The tension builds. War stacking and auto-loop grind on. How long can Itzin keep this up? The daily dungeon is a test of speed and strategy. Hongyo's clear time is already impressive, but he's not satisfied. Wednesday's dungeon has a specific characteristic. It's incredibly cold, which restricts character movement. As the frost sets in, characters struggle to stay in one place.
0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0.
Hongyo summons Frostcat, Wind Falcon, Titanium Golem, Horned Fairy, and Dragon Mage to tackle the dungeon. The warning signs are flashing. The boss is about to appear. It's time to put the plan into action.
Hokryong, get ready.
The warning signs are flashing. The boss is about to appear. It's showtime. The battle is heating up. Another day, another dungeon to conquer. The crowd watched in awe as Baek Jinwoo cleared the boss monster. Dungeon clear. Clear time. Yes. A new record was set, and the news spread like wildfire. The Korean public was fascinated by Baek Jinwoo's remarkable skills. Who was this mysterious figure? The news agency KW reported, "Who is Baek Jinwoo? Autonea NN3 Armuane int." The internet was abuzz with speculation and admiration for Baek Jinwoo's incredible achievement. Brian, we have to get a hold of him by any means necessary, no matter the cost. In the world of EX grade summon, students had to navigate complex dungeons to uncover hidden potential. Baek Jin-woo, an exceptional student, had mastered the daily grind. But Jin-woo didn't have to clear the Sunday dungeon, thanks to the skills he gained from the Thursday dungeon. He sat back, relieved, ready to clock out and start the weekend. Jinwoo's eyes narrowed as he considered the implications of their newfound routine.
So, what exactly is this Easy Thursday dungeon?
The question echoed in Jinwoo's mind as he leaned forward, eager to learn more. He was about to discover the truth about the Thursday dungeon. Baek Jinwoo's strategy deviates from the norm. He's using a more aggressive approach. You just beat it down with extreme damage.
Lenoa, it doesn't matter if you just beat it down with extreme damage.
Baek Jinwoo's resolve remains unwavering. Today's recipe: sautéed earth golem. First, please fake out your X-rank summons. Just like you take out leftover combatants. Ishol, just tell them to lower its defense with a white wolf. And beat it up with an extreme damage combo. That's the standard method anyway. It's not like there aren't tips for breaking the record. Boss monster defeated. Dungeon cleared.
We represent the director's direct secretariat. Ah, I see.
What brings you here? I thought my discussions with the headquarters were already over.
We have reviewed the proposal player Baek Jin-woo mentioned last time.
The project proposal's sweet facade just imploded, revealing a truth that stings like a figure slap in the face. That's all it took for Baek Noil to lose his cool. Since we've seen some positive results, we're also viewing it favorably. And I'm already part of an agency. If you want to talk business, take it up with Yujia and Ubike. Well then, goodbye, Ubike? Senior, what is Ubiek? And he don't tell me it's the Daejeon group? Let's look into it as soon as we get back. Somehow, Noil took a deep breath and focused his mind. Summon. Noil gritted his teeth, and with a fierce battle cry, he charged into the fray.
Let's go to the East Sea.
Yangyang coastal waters.
My lord.
With a jolt of adrenaline, Noil steered his wyvern towards the enemy armada, ready to unleash his fury upon them. Yangyang coastal waters.
My lord.
A few days had passed since the dramatic turn of events, and the stakes were higher than ever. The business deal on the line was worth billion won, and the partnership would change the course of their agency forever. But Baek Noil's competitive fire still burned bright. The scenery blurred as Baek Noil's wyvern reached incredible speeds. His heart pounded in his chest, excitement coursing through his veins. Now that I'm getting to do it myself. I get it. Baek Noil reaches his goal. He's broken through the obstacles. Silence. The crowd is stunned. They didn't expect this level of achievement.